Welcome, guys and gals. I'm Youugotssponged, and I'm joined today with Duckworth
Hello.
and Jack.
Hello.
And we are the Basement Boys, and this is episode 2 of the Basement Boys. And today we are sponsored by Harley, Jack, and Bambi's dog. How's it going, guys?
I'm good. Yeah. How's your week been?
Yeah, it's been alright, besides the weather still being warm over here. Yeah, it's pretty much
Oh yeah.
chill, pretty much vibe. How about you guys?
The weather's been insane today. Like woke up at like 4 a.m. or something, and like the wind is just hitting me in the face from my room. I look
Damn.
outside. It looks like like a disaster movie kind of thing.
Shit.
Yeah.
Last night I think we had like our first little bit of thunder. We haven't had lightning yet, but it's still
it, went,
humid as fuck over here.
it wasn't even lightning. It was just wind. Like just really windy. What
Yeah.
about you, Jack? You been getting that
Um,
over?
Not recent. Well, like a couple of weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah.
There was one night. Wasn't even any rain. It was just like,
Yeah, that was. I think like nearly all the UK had that. What is it? It was like I think it started at like 12 or something and went on until like 5 a.m. Where it's just like lightning like every 20 seconds or something.
Shit.
Yeah, it was really cool to watch. I
My
tried to.
my
Go on.
friend over he's over in Manchester. His house actually got struck by it,
Really?
and his mum woke up and completely crapped herself, and like they ran outside, and the next day it fried their alarm systems
Oh
of the
shit!
house, and it fried a few other things. Luckily, like no one was hurt, and
Yeah,
it wasn't a lot of damage.
yeah,
Like the internet or the electricity wasn't messed up or anything. So thank God for that. But yeah,
yeah.
hilarious because he sent us a recording of it too.
yeah. I
Fucking.
think houses are built with that in mind.
Well, some of like the more modern ones, yeah, like from the 80s onwards. But there's like a lot of houses that aren't
Yeah,
built for that in mind. Like there are
Yeah.
still a lot of houses like that rely on wooden materials and shit.
yeah. You tend to.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
well, this is a feel. Well, you know what? We're gonna keep on recording. Fuck it.
Yeah. Fuck it, we're doing it live.
He needs to join back.
Don't know
Oh,
what,
he's back.
sorry, I don't know. I don't know what happened then. Sorry.
Sorry.
You need to
Um,
stay
Just
in.
do.
You need to stay in for continuity purposes.
Yeah, we'll just do the technical difficulties music.
Technical difficulties. But yeah, I kind of noticed on like a lot of like suburban houses, mostly like a lot of them have like lightning rods at the top of their house, like those like metallic poles.
And those antennas.
yeah, there's a
Antennas.
big, like, massive metal pole outside my house.
Oh, fair enough. I swear those are antennas. I don't know. Like unless if it's like just something completely different.
Weird though, because they didn't even let us know they were gonna put it up. Like, it was just one day we all went out. 'Cause I think I was at college. We all just came back and it was there. Like, it wasn't there the morning we left. Then we came back and it was there. Come and
Yeah.
put it up without even.
Speaking of the weather keeping us inside, even though that's not the only thing keeping us
It's not even
inside,
the weather. Yeah.
it's not just the weather, but have you guys been playing Fall Guys much this past while?
Oh, I've managed to play like 2 games of it.
I
And I've
recently got it.
been busy doing everything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I recently got it on Steam, and I've just been addicted to it since. It's crazy. And on my stream yesterday, I actually came across a hacker.
Oh yeah.
I clipped it and everything, and tweeted Devolver and the Fall Guys team, and still no response. But anyway, I was just a guy like no clipping. Like he
Okay.
didn't even like try to hide it or anything, which is fucking weird. But
Could that not been lag as well?
nah, no, no. The guy like if you can go to my channel later and take a look in my clips.
Yeah, I'll have to.
Literally, at the final round, I think it's the mountain one where we have to go climb and get the crown. He literally from the start, he just goes up in the air and straight to the crown,
Yeah.
like no clipped and everything. I was like, bruh,
Speaking of Twitch, how's life been on Twitch for you? Like, what
Uh,
was it? You got like affiliate in a week, didn't you?
yeah, we were talking about that in
You
the last
bitch,
episode.
fuck you.
I I don't know how I got it. Like other than like I'm pretty frequent on the science and technology
Oh yeah,
section of Twitch, which is very niche and it's kind of popular in terms of like everyone's doing coding or programming or they're building something or they're doing hardware or they're doing something else, science and tech, and with Twitch being predominantly gaming. And
yeah.
yeah, I didn't think like I had to get. I didn't think like getting it within a week was such a big deal.
It really is. I'm still trying. I
Um,
still got like 10 followers to
I
go.
didn't really because like it was a mixture of obviously friends and posting everywhere and
Yeah,
telling the science and tech guys like, hey, I'm going live. Would you guys mind stopping by? A
yeah.
week later, I've already got 12 subs, like 12 paying subs. Which it's an achievement, and
That's
I
really good.
haven't streamed this past week or anything. I've streamed yesterday,
Mm.
but yeah, it's going good.
So if you're doing Fall Guys now, I'll have to join you at some point.
Yeah, definitely. I'm always looking for people to come join me, especially with
Yeah.
setting up that new server.
Yeah, because that's one thing that like I realized was like is something that I should have planned for when I first started Twitch. Is like these like little like partnerships and shit. Because if you're just playing a game by yourself, which I've been doing, like single player games and stuff, can get rather boring. But like the games like Warzone and stuff like that, those are like really good for content to actually
Yeah,
put onto YouTube. But yeah, like
yeah.
COD was just I think it was like 250 gigs before I deleted it.
Oh, jeez, is that just Warzone or is that like Modern Warfare on
Not
its own,
that that's
or
Modern
is that both?
Warfare
I
and
mean,
Oh,
Warzone.
yeah,
Yeah,
F.
yeah,
all the
Shit.
COD games are big. I don't know why. Like they've
yeah.
even
There's
said themselves that they don't even know why they're big.
The
I know why. It's because like they're doing textures for 4K people when like it's like a small percentage of people have 4K compatibility for their games.
Yeah,
Like
and then
if it were just like 1920 to 1080, that size would be a lot less.
see, I don't think like people mind installing that size of a game. It's more the
Yeah,
updates that kind of kill them, like an 80,
yeah,
90 gig update that they have to leave
yeah.
on overnight or leave all day because like not everyone has the best internet these days.
Exactly.
Because it
Like
is expensive.
and they're popping out like 30 gig updates with like every season on top of that, like with 15 to 20 gigs in between. It's a bit
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it is. It is ridiculous. Even though like it's updates that like might not have much content, just cosmetic stuff is like why can you not just do that as
Yeah,
DLC, bro? Like come on.
it's literally cosmetic. That's literally it.
Like
It's either cosmetic or like you even need to download an update for the playlist update, which like doesn't make sense because surely that should just be a server thing rather than like a file thing.
yeah, I'd justify it if it was actual content
Yeah.
to play, but
Mm.
if it's just like one map or here's like a new update to the skins market or
Sometimes
whatever, or
sometimes it's not even a new map. Like I remember there was one time where like there was an update and there was like literally like two maps which were basically either like a smaller version or a bigger version of maps already in the game.
what
So
about
it's
you?
like
What about you, Jack? How's your
what?
experience over in the PlayStation realm?
Um, sorry, what Warzones?
Yeah, Warzone or just anything with like a massive download.
Mm,
Well, that hasn't really happened to what I've been playing. I've played it a couple, but
yeah,
I've just given up because I've only got at the time I only had a 500 gig, so I got really down.
Yeah,
yeah,
And then Jordan got a PS4, so.
mm,
yeah, and then
But even then, that was a terabyte. But even that's too like small.
yeah.
you guys also have the problem of like trying to upgrade to the PS5 when it comes out as well.
Fuck yeah.
And
I don't think it's gonna be that hard to do.
I think it's going to be like backward compatible for most games, but again, you guys are like
I
forking out
think
more
it's like
money.
it's a majority of the game. But I don't matter. If I do get a PS5, I'm gonna keep the PS4 for the games that you can't play.
Yeah,
Mm.
But
That's the thing that I didn't even think about because I've been wanting to get a PS5 just to play like these PlayStation exclusives and stuff. But like, am I gonna end up having to buy a new copy for the PS5 or
That's the thing. That's kind of like one thing I don't miss.
yeah? At
I
least
think it
Xbox have been
depends
like
because
yeah. At least Xbox have been like up forward about that, where it's like, oh yeah, you'll be able to play it on the new consoles, no
Yeah.
problem. But
what
PlayStation have been like,
I don't I don't think it's the console. I mean, PlayStation are petty, but when it comes to like new games and stuff, I don't think it's the console. I think it's the game that chooses whether. Because I know CD Projekt is going to
yeah,
if I buy Cyberpunk on the PS4, they'll give me a free PlayStation 5 upgrade.
I think I heard the same for like Madden because Madden just came out. The new.
mm,
I'm not a sports guy or anything, but my friends do, and they were like saying, "Oh yeah, the new
yeah,
Madden 20, I think, or Madden 21. I don't know which one it is."
mm,
Apparently they get like if they buy it like the year one, they get a free upgrade to PS5
mm,
or Xbox, uh, the new one.
yeah. One thing I'm
But
not gonna do, I'm not gonna get them like day one, just for stuff like that. Like I want to know the actual ins and outs because at the minute, no one's really talking about price or anything like that, and we're what like a few months away.
But is it worth getting a console when you're on PC? That's kind
Yeah,
of like
no, that's why I'm only gonna get PlayStation because I'll have to wait like 5 years
yeah.
for PlayStation games to come over to console.
Yeah, that's kind of like why I've kind of
even then,
raced.
they're not going to be glued on there because the only reason why
Mm,
Horizon's on there is to make people buy a PS.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's kind of like one thing I like about being on PC is the fact of like there's like hundreds and thousands of games, whether
yeah,
it's on Steam or it's on Blizzard or it's on Epic Store or Indie or self download.
yeah,
Like there's always a game to play, and not only that, but they can be dirt cheap as well.
yeah. And plus, you've got like websites like CD keys and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, CD keys. I love CD keys.
Yeah, I use CD keys for like a majority of my Xbox games as well. To be honest.
Yeah, sometimes like you just find cheaper stuff than what they're selling on Steam for.
Yeah, like they're doing God of War for like £5.
Damn.
Mm. But yeah. What's the next topic? Right. Oh, actually, you know what? Whilst we're talking about PlayStation and shit, like which one do you think will actually like? Right. Two different questions. Which one will perform better, and which one will sell better?
The
So
Xbox is going to perform better, but
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to disagree from what because from what I've seen Mark Cerny talk about. So Sony have currently they've developed their own SSDs which use a variety of microcontrollers.
Yeah.
Don't worry
That's
about
what's
that,
like.
but especially like with Unreal, with the guys over at Epic, like they were saying, like it's the fastest SSDs they've ever used, and it's not on the market. Like the fastest, like it's faster than the fastest SSDs in the market.
Mm.
Because it uses a method of pre-caching and all this like weird memory techniques, and apparently like it's really good
I
for
remember
unloading.
reading it's a plot. What I think a lot of they might fix it before it comes out because they got a couple of months. But I read there's something to do with the hardware. They can't make a game truly 4K, so they have to emulate it.
Yeah, yeah. That's what
Yeah,
Xbox has to do as well.
yeah, that's a thing called upscaling, my friend.
Yeah, that's what a PS4 and a Xbox
That's
One
yeah,
X did
that's
as well.
yeah, that's what they do. They upscale.
Personally, I don't see the point of getting 4K at the minute.
Me
Like,
neither.
wait,
Like it's
wait
a,
another 10 or 15 years.
it's again, it's the classic argument of like how far can your eyes go? Like you can't really see
Mm.
past. What is it like? The human eyes can only see a certain amount of FPS. Like you can't really see like 300 or 400 FPS.
Yeah, like I get it for TV or
Oh
film,
yeah,
but
like
not for
film or
like
something.
a video game environment.
Oh
Like,
no, like
mm,
that's also like one thing that's putting pressure on the industry is like this company need for like realism and realistic games and high
yeah,
quality 4K bullshit, and it's like I think that's kind of ruining everything at the
mm,
minute.
yeah,
Like yeah, just ruining everything in general. Not saying it's a bad thing, but like I'm missing like games like with great story, great art design.
yeah. I heard
You know,
like Last of Us 2 like um
Yeah.
If you take the zombies out of it, like that is like a really good like realistic game of like of how AI like would react and shit, like just in the open world and stuff.
Yeah.
And I heard like a good quote where a majority of games are like oh fuck, what's that bloody Keanu Reeves from? Shit, I got it in my head.
Fortnite.
No, God damn it. No, John Wick. Yeah, we're like most games like John Wick, and that was like Shawshank Redemption. No, yeah, Schindler's List. Sorry. So like, yeah, and I think like a lot of games are trying to be like that, like trying to like be gritty and stuff.
Yeah.
Where like it's good to have a game that's like John Wick, where you can just be dumb. And it like last night whilst I was like rendering stuff, I was just on Dishonored, like no sound or
What
whatever.
What were you
just
rendering? Were you
going on.
rendering your latest video or?
I was rendering some Twitch stuff, like nothing
Sweet.
great.
Have
Because like
you-
what I do now, because I don't like the way that Twitch do like their thing of like watching past videos because it's just crap. I just put my own stuff onto a different YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That's literally just purely for VODs. So yeah,
Have you done much Photoshop recently?
I've done quite a fair bit of Photoshop. Yeah, I've been.
Yeah, no.
I like
That's something I've always been meaning to ask. Like, what's your background? Because
So
I see like you keep pumping out like fresh content and it looks fucking sick by the way. But I'm like wondering because since I don't
Thank
really
you.
know you in IRL, like what is your background?
So I went to college with Dan. I did media and film studies, and then I
Okay.
went to Edge Hill Uni and did film and TV production.
Yo, Edge Hill.
Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was the
Um,
Department of Computer Science. I think I'm a year behind. you.
Yeah, I knew a few computing people.
I'm a year younger than Nick, so yeah, I'm a year behind.
Yeah. My mate was like one of the first people in like this part of the country to work on that room that they have, which is like all computers and stuff inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I can't remember the name for it, but like he told me about the health and safety, and there was just like one thing which just said run. Like, oh, okay.
You gotta love the creative building.
But yeah, did that. Then after I left uni, I had like a couple of freelance things. Like I still with one of them called Film and Match, where like a film, like youth football games,
Yes,
essentially, like
sweet.
academy games.
It's always good
And
to
the other one,
have client.
yeah, and the other one was crap. It was for this fashion company,
Oh,
like yeah, and I basically like had to edit pictures and like edit them for like an online catalog. And the way that they paid you was like you'd get so much for every set, not every picture,
ooh,
and it ended up being like under, like way
That's-
under, like
that's just extortion, man.
yeah, 100%. It was like way under like basic income.
That's shit, man. Like that's
Yeah.
like considering like the amount of time that it takes
I
to
think
edit.
I think if you write it down, it came to like £3.80 an hour.
Not worth it. Not worth it.
No, not 100%. So after that season with Don, because like on contact with him, I just left and told him like, you lot of crap, essentially. Since then, I've been doing some free work for Radcliffe Football Club near Bury, but I've just been told that I should be getting paid by them soon. So that's sick. That's apart from that, that's it. Like, just started getting into Twitch and stuff during COVID because fuck all else to do.
Yeah, that's kind of the same as me as well. I've been just chilling for the most part. I've been programming, and I thought, you know what, I might take a stab at Twitch, and here I am, affiliate.
Yeah, because like before COVID and that, like I was like really getting into like self-employment stuff. Like I literally just done a deal with a local music venue to film their like live gigs and stuff like
Yeah.
every week or every couple of weeks, and then literally just got hit with COVID. Like,
Yeah, I was in the middle of setting up my game development studio.
Shit.
Legally, we're about
Damn.
to push the paperwork through, and just with COVID and everything fell through in terms of like me having to go back home, and the other guys, my artist and the other game developer and the other artist, they had to go
Right.
home.
If you ever need any like trailers or anything for doing for that,
no, don't mind.
know,
Don't mind if I do.
I'll do it for-
If I find myself reviving it, then yeah, I might come towards you.
Yeah.
Might
What about you, Jack?
commission a few
What's
things.
your back? Yeah. What about you, Jack? What's your background? Like I know your brothers and stuff, but what about you?
I don't have much of a background.
What is
Like,
the magic behind what they call Jack?
um, not much. I've been to like I said, the introduction video we did.
Yeah.
I've been to like 3 colleges so far, 'cause 2 of them are closed. First one I
Oh.
went to, I don't know why, to be honest, but the first one I went to, I did catering, and then I did that. So, cool.
Mm. I mean,
Creative
like,
media,
yeah.
and then that college closed down, so I had to go to another one.
How come they closed down? Were they just like run poorly or?
Like it was, yeah, it was run really badly. Both of them were like run really badly. I think the first one closed because someone was taking money
Oh.
they shouldn't have taken. The second one closed because the man running it was really bad.
How how bad do you have to run a place to actually run into the ground?
Oh, trust me.
Like
He was
especially with like a
put on.
college or like
Like,
a school or some sort.
it wasn't getting funded like by the government. It was getting funded privately. So all the money he was getting put into it, he was spending on things that weren't important. Like
Bruh.
he wasn't paying the teachers enough and everything. So like, but
Wow. That's horrible.
when I was there, I was doing design, doing game design in the college I'm in. But I'm more interested in doing sound design more. So
Sweet.
even though it's a game design course, they're doing sound for me.
Yeah. Sound design is like a very niche thing, but like everybody looks for a sound designer.
Oh yeah, sound design, especially in games and like anywhere, is extremely important because it is the bread and butter of the
Yeah.
content. And
And plus, like that's like something that you can literally just like learn by yourself as well. Like I know,
uh,
like we'll let down.
oh
What?
yeah, my friend, a typical, um, he's a sound engineer
Yeah.
slash artist, and like he is amazingly sick at what he does.
Mm.
Uh, he actually wrote my theme song for my channel. But it's quite synthwavy
Really?
and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
sick.
I don't know if you've listened to it, but it's on my thing in a way. It's called the
I think
Annex.
I've heard. I think I have heard it.
He
Yeah.
done that. He does his own stuff. It's all in the SoundCloud. He even has a Spotify. It's
Damn.
pretty much like just
Shout him
self.
out, man.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to typical at typical music. I'll put it in the the comments below or the freaking bio or whatever the
Description.
description. There we go.
I
See,
think I'll
I haven't.
also like if depending who's editing this, we'll have to get into like put their thing onto the screen as well.
It looks like a bee winter.
Yeah.
I don't mind editing this one. Winter does too much.
In terms
He'll
of
stress himself
guests,
out.
I've got basically I got typical. I can bring him in sometime, and I can also bring in a friend of mine called Courier.
Yeah.
He also makes his own music, and I've always been fortunate to be around creative guys, especially yourselves,
Mm.
because my background is more game development, programming, software development. I've always been the nerd side of things. And I've never been so creative.
Yeah. I kind of wish that like I've got my degree and everything, which is like nice. But I kind of wish that I didn't go to uni and just got straight into it
Yeah,
instead.
Honestly, I'm not planning on going to uni at all. So
Oh, right, good idea. Just get working, man. Because like
yeah, I already feel like my degree is worthless. Like it was like game development and computer science, but like yeah,
yeah, because like
it
I
felt like a
remember
waste of time.
I specifically remember my career officer in college being like, "Oh, there's not a lot of work placements for media," and like looking around now, there's fucking hundreds, but they're only
Oh
for
yeah,
like 18-year-olds and stuff. So I'm like, you taking the piss? Like I did after uni, I did a work experience over at Channel 4
how was that?
in London. That was amazing. Probably like one of the best weeks of my life. Like just a group of us and stuff. And then they told us about like, oh, we have like work placements and stuff. And I didn't get it. Like it was like an interview like in December, and this thing happened in October. So I got to the interview as well. They paid for accommodation and everything, which is really nice.
That's sweet.
And then like it ended up going to some like 17-year-old that actually lives in London. So like, oh, so close.
Yeah, but fuck it. You know what? And sometimes you gotta close the door to open a window when it comes to opportunities.
Yeah, 100%, man.
You never know. What's around the corner.
Yeah.
I've been
That
applying for jobs crazy lately, and like none of them got back to me. And I do have like a full plethora of experience, and like my CV is, it's chock full of stuff. And no
Yeah.
reply, no phone calls,
Yeah.
no nothing. But then again, that's current events and everything.
Mm.
But it
Right.
sucks. So the main thing is we either do sweet nothing, or we continue what we're doing. Creating content and doing our own thing in our spare time.
Yeah, that's like the horrible thing because like I'm enjoying like creating stuff and things like that, but like just no money being made at the minute. So like I tried to like, get like part time job or something. I've had like 10 interviews and just fuck all. Like they either go for someone who lives in the area, like in Manchester itself, or go for someone with like a lot more experience.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm doing like, to be honest, which is why I'm doing like this Twitch
You
stuff as like
you
I
find a
can say,
lot of places like they do some stuff internally as well that they might like
mm,
they legally have to put out a job posting, but it doesn't mean they have to give you the job.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that job probably already went to someone within their company.
yeah. What about you, Jack? How's job hunting been for you, or have you started that?
I started. Well, I was in there a couple of hours yesterday,
Yeah,
That's sweet.
but it was just like taking everything upstairs and putting clothes on rack. Like it wasn't like proper training. Like, filled in some forms and everything, like safety stuff.
Sponge, is
I'm
Jack like cutting in and out for you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Right.
hang on a minute. Trying to-
Yeah, job hunting for.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Is there any better?
That's a
yeah,
lot
yeah,
better. There we
yeah,
go.
that's a lot better.
I was using that headset, but I'll just use the laptop mic then.
Can we drop a hashtag technical difficulties, Jack? WinterHill or whoever's going to edit this video, please just like do a fat hashtag technical difficulties like right in the middle here.
It's because the wire's a bit bent on it as well. So.
Ooh.
No, I'm not getting paid for it, but I don't really care because I need experience.
Yeah, that's what I'm like looking for as well. Like, me
Yeah.
grandparent works for a place in Warrington called Making Space, which is a charity. So I shout out to them. I was like, again, like I was meant to do some stuff for them as well before he called and that, but but yeah, like I'm just gonna go in with him, like maybe like a couple of days a week, or even just like help with social media stuff, just for that work experience.
Yeah, I guess it's like experience over anything mostly. Like I've been trying to look for experience as well. Been trying to look for apprenticeships. I've been trying to look for everything, and like there's nothing over here where I'm at. Unfortunately, especially the town I'm in is shit.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing.
There's
as well.
like 8 jobs going around, and it's not a small town either. It's a big town.
Yeah. I had a mate who I went to uni with who lives in like the middle of fucking nowhere in Wales, and she was just like, right, I've had enough of this, so I'm going to try something else. And did like a teaching thing, like a course, like a 3-month course where she could like teach people English, and now she's in China, like earning like some really good money.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy, but I guess we just gotta make our own opportunities.
100%, yeah.
And hopefully, if Basement Boys take off, this could be our full-time job instead. But
Yeah, here's hoping.
Here's just putting that out there. Just putting that out there for the future.
Yeah, right. Realistically, who would you want as a sponsor for the podcast?
I would like. I don't know. That's a hard one.
Raycons, because they seem to be sponsoring everyone. To be honest.
G Fuel.
No, not G Fuel.
Shadow Ray Legends.
Oh,
I don't know. What do you think?
Like a beer company or something.
Beer company. You know what? I would love that. I would love that, like kind of like a cold ones kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just like
Winter keeps trying to get Hooch to sponsor him, so.
True. Yeah. Yeah, it was.
This show is sponsored by Squarespace, the size of my head.
Or even Microsoft or something.
That would be sick. Shout out to Microsoft. Please give me a job. I am a programmer.
I hate it when the VPN sponsor videos as well, because
why?
All the things they're claiming they do, all the things that VPNs are claiming to do, already happen anyway. Like, no one can really steal your stuff from free Wi-Fi. Like there was a point where they could, but they can't anymore because there's like fail safes in place for that.
Jack, you'd be surprised. I do have a couple
Yeah.
of hacker friends who do a lot of pen
Yeah.
testing in IRL, and
Yeah.
even
I mean,
like with like tools like Wireshark and everything, I can see what's going on.
yeah, that it's like literally like the biggest problem for PlayStation is like their back door is just completely open.
Especially like VPNs as well. VPN companies don't believe a damn thing. Like you're hidden. Like they get all your data, and they actually sell off your data as well.
Yeah.
Because that's how they make money off such a cheap product.
Yeah.
I've even looked into that, and like they don't even use the proper VPN tunneling. They
Depends
use
which one you go.
yeah, it
with.
depends which one you use as well. In my first year of university, touch wood, but me and my friend, we actually made our own VPNs
Oh, yeah.
because we had problems of trying to get on Steam through the uni Wi-Fi. Because
Oh my god, you
you
were one of those people. My mate did that in first year as well, and like he tried to walk me through it, and I was just like, I'd rather just have bad internet. That just sounds like a lot of stuff.
we ended up finding a solution, but after I was like to my friend, like I don't want to be paying for this
Yeah.
for something that should be free, and like IT services, by the way, the worst thing ever.
100%.
Those guys, like when it comes to consoles or like PCs, they don't know what they're doing. They genuinely don't know what they're doing, and they won't let you on. And me being a gamer, I'm doing a game development degree. Obviously, I want to be playing games and stuff. And
Yeah.
how am I going to damage or hack with a fucking game?
Yeah.
So I made a VPN with OpenVPN, rented a server from France for like 5-6 euros a month for like a 5 gigabyte server, like RAM wise, and it was all right, but the connection was just shit because it's a VPN. You're basically sending a connection to bounce it back to yourself, and it was horrible. But we ended up finding a thing called Proton VPN, which allowed us through.
Oh.
But yeah, I even read the documentation for EduRoam. It literally is. They basically disable all the protocols except TCP.
Yeah.
As a quote unquote easy method, it doesn't help. It doesn't help at all because most games use like I forget what the protocols are, but they don't use those. They don't use TCP. They use UDP for dynamic packet sending, which EduRoam has disabled for some fucking reason. But But yeah, like, cause I was in main halls in my first year, and it was horrific. I've actually got horror stories for another episode, but
yeah, we'll save that.
we'll see that because they are horrific. But yeah, no, the EduRoam Wi-Fi was just shoddy, man. I hated it. I hated it.
I was in the nice area. Like there's an area which everyone called the beach, which was literally just like a couple of meters
Which
of
ones
sand.
were those? Was that
Yeah, that one. I can't remember the actual name of it.
Is that the one like right beside the Creator Building, or?
Yeah. Right next to Creative Edge and stuff, like that little area and stuff. That's where I was. Fucking living like a king. Bullshit.
I was fortunate enough to move out my second year.
Yeah.
But I mainly just hung out with my friends in back halls.
Yeah. Anyway, on to other topics. So we talked about video games and shit. So like, what's your lad's like first video game, or like the first video game you remember playing?
My first video game I remember playing was Time Splitters 2 with my dad on the PS2.
Oh, good one.
It basically just set me up for like everything.
Yeah, I didn't play Time Splitters 2 until I was in France, and like I didn't understand the language or whatever. I just played it.
Time Splitters 2 and Time Splitters Feature Perfect, the best FPS ever for the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, it was on GameCube though as well.
So it just had so much. Like it had campaign, it had map makers, it had multiplayer, it had custom games. It was basically the Halo of the PlayStation 2.
Yeah,
it was so good.
I didn't do any of the map stuff. I just did the campaign and loved it.
Oh man, what about you, Jack? What was your first game?
I think, well, I'm not sure if it was my very first game, but I think the first game I remember playing was on the PS2. It was San Andreas.
I like this, man.
What a great intro.
That was the last PlayStation 2 game I remember
I
playing. To
I've
be
got
very fair.
I've got a
So,
confession. Like I've never played a single GTA game until I was like old enough.
oh,
Really?
Yeah, my first
San
one was
Andreas.
actually GTA 5, but I did go back and play them like Vice City and other ones.
Yeah, I played the port GTA San Andreas on 360 with achievements, and that's like I think that was my first completed game at uni,
My
like fully completed.
my first completed game was actually Minecraft on the Xbox 360.
Damn, damn, that's a haul as well. God damn.
Yeah, because like back then I was like alpha Minecraft almost. Like there was no creative, there was no.
Yeah, yeah.
I do miss those days though, but you know.
Oh yeah, but now you look at the achievements and it's like 164 or something.
Oh yeah.
It's something ridiculous. Yeah, I think my first game wasn't on PS2; it was on PS1. Boys, that's how old I am.
Oh.
Really showing the colours. It was Spider-Man PS1. And I
think
loved it.
I had Spider Man on the PC when I was younger because my dad
Uh,
had the computer and I fortunately got to play on it.
yeah.
I
But
don't
yeah,
remember ever
remember that
playing.
Spider Man. That was a sick Spider Man.
Mm. Okay.
I don't remember ever playing a PS1. I knew we had one.
Mm. Might have been might have been behind you. Might have been past your time, youngin.
I do remember playing the PS2.
Mm.
I
I
think.
think my first game on PS2 because like, I remember the day that I got PS2. It was a Christmas, and I got a Pirates of the Caribbean DVD and Spider Man, like the Spider Man the movie, the game. And just seeing those graphics for the first time, just swinging around New York in that little box area or whatever, was amazing.
The first game I played on PS3 was GTA 4 as well. So
Was it?
yeah,
Classic.
Shit, what was my first PC? Actually, no, my first PC game was Half Life because I borrowed it off like our neighbor and put it on sort of like our old crappy computer and just played it. And I had no idea what I was doing, but loved it.
Half Life. Oh man, I love Half Life.
Y-
Half Life 2 specifically.
Yeah, I've been playing Black Mesa on Steam,
Yeah,
which is
I've seen.
the Half Life remake. It's so good, so good. Just got to Zen today, and I forgot how beautiful like they've made that area look like.
What is your guys' history of consoles? Like I started like PS2, Nintendo DS, Game Boy, Xbox 360, Wii, PS4, PC, Nintendo Switch.
Mm. What about you, Jack? What's your history?
do you remember the order? Would be.
Uh,
Can I think about it? We had the GameCube. We still have it actually. Don't know who the wires are for. Like it was GameCube and then PS2, and then I had a PS3, and then it was. I think I had a couple of DS as well too, and PS4, and then I got an Xbox One for a bit,
yeah.
and then I had a lot of trouble with it,
Oh
so I
yeah.
got rid of it and got another PS4
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
because
That's
every time I tried buying Xbox, like every time I tried buying gold,
yeah.
it wouldn't accept. Like it would say I've bought it, but it wouldn't work.
Oh.
So I had to phone up the Xbox support every time I tried buying gold. It was either that or go out, or it was either that or go out and get a code, and I couldn't be arsed with it. So
That's one thing I don't miss is paying for membership. I'm so glad on PC I don't have to pay a single dime just
Yeah.
to play. Like especially like
Mm.
playing Minecraft and any game on Steam, like I don't have to pay a single fucking penny.
Mm.
But
Unless if you
I
get off
remember like
like
stressing out when I was younger because I used to be on like the 3 month at a time membership,
oh yeah.
and then I got it yearly, and it was just a piss take, really.
Mm. That's why I just doing auto renew. Like as soon as like I had money coming in, I was paying for me on Xbox Live and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, but like fucking they've just got rid of the 12-month subscription, haven't they?
Yeah, it's still 12 months, but it's like they bundle it with Game Pass now.
Oh, actually, you know what? That's pretty sick.
It's called the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, I think.
Yeah, Game Pass is really, really good, and I've got
Yeah,
Game
it's
Pass
really sick.
Ultimate as well. Yeah, some good stuff on that. In fact, when they bring out the multiplayer for Goose Game, we have to play it, man.
Oh yeah, I the first time I got Game Pass was I got it for Forza Horizon 4.
Really?
Sick fucking game, by the way.
I got it for Vampire.
Oh,
It's such a good game. I want to play that again as well. I didn't get to complete it because I had stuff to do. But my history of consoles started off with PS1, and then my dad chipped it so he could play
my PS2 was chipped. I forgot about that.
yeah. I got a PS2, and then I got a 360, and then my 360 red ringed.
Oh, I had a red ring as well, but unfortunately mine survived it.
Yeah, and then my mum's partner at the time got me a PS3. All out of nowhere, so I was crazy. Got Killzone 2 for that.
Quick question: did your 360 ever do a laser burn on your disc? Because mine's did. My actual laser head actually just destroyed my COD World at War when I was younger.
Wait, was that with the Xbox Elites?
No, the normal 360s, the white ones, the crystal whites.
No, I never had that. No.
Oh man, like you would hear like this I did it to my Modern Warfare 2 as well. This horrific like crunching sound. And you're like, fuck. Okay, you eject your disc and there's just like a silver ring burnt on your disc. And it's like fuck, and your game no longer plays.
We had 360 that happened a couple of times.
Yeah, what were you saying, Duckworth?
Yeah, so I got a PS3, and whilst I was playing the PS3, working out to fix the 360, I actually ended up fixing it and playing it for a couple of months, and then it died again. And then and then got Xbox One, and I've had a day one edition since it came out, and somehow it's still working.
I wouldn't mind getting another Xbox One, to be honest.
I haven't touched my Xbox One in forever.
If I ever get like a proper paying job, I'll probably buy one pre-owned of someone. Like, it doesn't have. I'm not gonna get an X because I'm never gonna use it. But if I just get like a normal Xbox One,
yeah.
See, that's where I think the Switch is handy, just like for travel and stuff, because I fly back and forth, and stuff, and I love I play Smash Bros with my friends and stuff, and it's just easy to put in your pocket.
swim instead. We could just swim over here.
Yeah. Oh, and I've got a PC now.
Of course.
Gang gang.
Hashtag PC Master Race. Hashtag PC Curry's World. Hashtag PC.
Fuck's sake.
Hashtag Steam.
Jesus Christ.
Hashtag everything.
Have you done that thing where a site will analyze how much your Steam account is worth?
No, that's something I kind of want to do.
I'll find it now.
Hold on, let me. You know what? I'll do it as well. We'll do it. We'll find it out for this podcast how much our accounts are worth.
I don't know what mine's worth, to be honest. So there's no point in trying. There's no point.
How much is my Steam account?
Mine's like nothing because I haven't bought any games in it because I have never had
Steam DB, Steam calculator.
Yeah.
I've never had a PC, so I've got a Steam account.
Yeah.
But I've never had anything to play with it. So that's one thing I hate about it though. I suppose it's a security thing, but I don't like how you're not allowed to add people until you've bought something.
What do you mean?
Hold on, mine's
really?
Spend like £5 on something before they'll let you add friends and shit.
Oh no, actually, you know what? That does make sense because you do even with that in place.
I know it's security and stuff, but I just hate it. I want to be able to add people without having to buy something that I can't play.
Actually, I need my privacy settings. Rip.
Same.
Privacy settings. I go to game details public. Why did I have that in private to begin with?
All my shit on private. I don't want people seeing my shit.
What are all those hentai games you got?
And stuff I just keep everything on it private. I don't even want people adding me, so I change it so only friends can add me and stuff. Because if you play the single PlayStation, I'd probably say with Xbox as well. But if you get people salty, they'll just message you and start chatting shit to you. So I've just got it set so only friends can message me.
Sure. Here we go. Let's try this again. What? Uncheck. Oh, uncheck this. What was this? Uncheck always. What was this? Games are hidden by default in Steam. Blah blah. From your Steam profile, click the header profile link in your display badge. Click the My Privacy Settings tab. Change game details to public unchecked. Blah blah. After seeing your private, it may take up to an hour. Piss off. Sorry about that, guys. We've had to cut this episode quite short today. We've had technical difficulties with Rob and his internet, and we couldn't complete today's episode, but we'll still upload. This is brought to you by Youugotssponged, Jack, and Duckworth. Any words before we close off, Jack?
Apart from this, that's what I always say, and I've always started saying, tough time never lasts, only tough people last.